I'm also just a
Joker.
standing in front of
Jumanji.
asking.
Look, Ma! I'm roadkill!
Hello and welcome to another episode of Nostalgia AM. Stephen G, long-term mucker of mine. We've known each other since the time I put you in the balls, or need you in the balls, in secondary school. And to be fair, nothing's changed.
No.
You still have a good knees up. Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's been a
Not
long...
in the balls.
Not in the balls. You're gonna talk to me about 3 things that make you feel nostalgic. Kick me off with your first nostalgic nugget, please. Or knee me off.
Knee off.
Yes.
Something a lot of kids would have played with whenever they were back in the younger years. Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards or Pokemon?
Well, Pokemon in general, really.
Right.
Because it would have started for a lot of people probably with the TV show. And I think a lot of us probably moved on to the likes of Game Boys and games, that sort of direction for Pokemon as well, because that was the dream, of not playing as an actual Pokemon trainer.
But this would have been...
Holy crap.
Yeah, this is what I would have played Pokemon on. So it still works, actually. Where's the volume? Oh! Yeah, I got noise. I think it's just Tetris in there.
But the thing about these ones as well, though, was they tended to last quite a while.
Well, it's still working.
Yeah. And that game's from that game showed up as 1989. That was a year before I was born.
It's the year I was born. So what was the first Pokemon game that you got?
Pokemon Red
Mm-hmm.
was the one I played. One of my best friends also had Pokemon Yellow.
I was a Pokemon Yellow man.
I was absolutely fuming whenever I found out that that was a separate game.
Yeah.
That you could start with Pikachu in,
And he followed you about?
and it follows you about.
See, I had my first one was Pokemon Yellow, which I think was a bit later than the red and blues. So Pikachu would follow you about, and you know the way that you could plug in and trade Pokemon like via one Game Boy to the next.
The Linkly, I can't even remember.
Like a Linkly thing.
Linkly thing, yeah.
And then you could trade your
USB
Pokemon through. So I convinced a guy, Kyle, that we know, that if I traded him my Pikachu that follows you about in Pokemon Yellow, that it would follow him about in his Pokemon Red or whatever it was. Because he's like, I really want my Pikachu to follow me about. And I was like, if I give you my Pikachu that follows me about, it'll definitely do it in yours. Traded it to him for like a really, really high level Pokemon. That Pikachu was terrible. Like, I never trained the thing. He just followed me about like a little loser. And traded to him, and needless to say, it didn't follow him about. And I was sitting there with like a level 99 Raichu or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it kind of had a bit of a surge with Pokemon Go a couple of years ago. But it kind of baffles me that people are still playing Pokemon Go now.
Yeah. They're still releasing things for it.
Whenever it came out, it was like, oh, the nostalgia, and everyone was playing Pokemon Go. But for people still to be playing it, it's a bit like, you don't need to catch them all, you need to catch yourself on.
Catch 'em all! Pokemon!
You know, I think it was Clefairy. That was going to be Pikachu, and that was going to be like the face of Pokemon. But then they thought Pikachu was a bit more, I read, relatable. I'm not too sure how much a child can relate to a yellow electric mouse. But that was their thought process.
Back then, everything was very sort of still split between genders. So Clefairy might have been a bit too girly,
Yeah.
whereas Pikachu was a bit more neutral.
Yeah.
Because it was cute.
Yeah.
But it was also...
Man, it was electric. It was
electric,
shocking.
It was shocking.
Yeah.
So...
You get away with it.
You could probably get away with it easier than the Clefairy one. This has been sitting in my mum's house for a good number of years now, and which I've had since the time that these were cool to collect.
Yeah.
But I couldn't really walk you through them as such, because I have no idea what order I've put them in, why I've put them in that order.
Some of these Pokemon are absolutely terrible. Like, that is just a Pokeball with it they've drawn a couple of eyes and a mouth on.
We were talking about this earlier as well, that the original Pokemon cards varied wildly in the pictures that they had on them, where some of them looked like 3D characters and others looked like they were drawn by...
They're not very consistent.
Yeah, not at all.
But some of the Pokemon, it's like I imagine a room full of people sitting there, and it's their job to come up with these Pokemon. And literally, once they've thought of like 100, they're like, and like one out that I was telling you about earlier is called like Keyring Pokemon or something like that, and it's just a set of keys. So he's looking down at the table and be like, just making him keys, Pokemon like.
Just looking around the room.
Some of them are pretty dark. Like there's like Marowak, or he was like Cubone, and he wears the skull of like his dead mother, on his head.
I think it's actually, does it say it on, it used to say stuff on the card. The bone is to hold the key as a weapon. No,
Was that for only one Cubone, or is that for all Cubones?
No, that's supposedly for all Cubones.
So what, their mothers all have to die for them to exist?
Yeah, so basically they can only exist one at a time.
But it's also like, do they have to strip the flesh and stuff off the skull and then set it on their head?
Yeah, they're cannibalistic. They eat the flesh from the skull and then
Are they born and then they kill their mother?
Yeah.
And then rip the flesh off the bone and put it on their head?
Guess where they get the bone from? I'll tell you one thing, it's not his mum.
That's the dad.
I'm not saying that.
Cuboner?
Cuboner. Was Findus crispy pancakes.
Find us crispy.
Findus.
Find us crispy pancakes. Please tell me what that is.
It's a crispy pancake.
Right?
It's literally like folded with filling. Like chicken and sweet corn. And then like a beef mince one.
Yes, beef mince, yes.
That's probably maybe the one you
I remember it being like lava. Like in the middle. Like if you bit into one of them straight out of the oven,
yeah, you would die.
You're probably gonna die. Like the only thing hotter I would say is freshly toasted pita. Which is also like holding fire in your hand. It's ridiculously hot. It's hotter than the sun.
Just seems to keep the heat in. But that was the pancake did.
Yeah, you're saying
Keep that heat inside.
to bite into a Findus crispy pancake without blowing on it first is just like pouring lava down your throat and saying, bye skin on the inside of my mouth. We had fun. Don't need you anymore.
But I didn't really like sweet corn and chicken together.
Yeah.
I never really enjoyed eating it together.
That sweet, it doesn't really taste of much.
No, but
It's
it
like
was
peas.
enough for me not to.
Why do peas exist? They don't add anything to anything.
I completely agree.
It's just like eating some grass or whatever. But it feels like they're just trying to decorate the plate
They're
with
good
peas.
for you. They're good. The green, look at green now. They're good for you.
They don't add anything to any meal, and anyone that says otherwise
But again, some people
is
absolutely love peas.
taking the pea.
My partner loves peas,
Yeah.
but I don't.
My granny used to eat peas. My great granny. She'd pour vinegar in a bowl of peas, eat the peas in the bowl of vinegar, and then pick the bowl up and drink the vinegar afterwards. And she took great pleasure in telling me about this because I didn't like vinegar, I didn't like peas, and the hat trick, I didn't like her either. So altogether was a horrendous cocktail of information.
Next time we meet, I'm going to propose. Finder's minced beef crispy pancakes.
Do you think that we should have been shown how to make things like Findus crispy pancakes in HE in school? Or do you think, like, is that too basic? Like, I mean, like,
I think that's very basic.
I mean, like, first year though. Like, I was never shown how to make a microwavable meal.
Again, though, anything like that, it has instructions on the box. The least thing you need to be able to do is to be able to read.
Yeah, but I've lived with a guy. Whenever I was in uni, I lived with a guy.
You know this story.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to tell you about here. I lived with a guy. I won't say his name
I retell it to people all the time.
to protect his identity, and some of the things that he did with, like, he didn't know how to cook because he was never taught how to cook. So even basic.
Don't touch it. It's hot. It's
Yeah,
just
so he
out of
was.
the oven.
We were telling him I'll make a pizza or whatever, and he put a pizza in the oven, and which I had to walk him through as well. Puts it in the oven, and I was playing FIFA or something, and he's like, oh, when's it done? And I was like, oh yeah, it's about 15 minutes, you can go take it out now. I'm sitting playing FIFA, and all here in the background, ow, ow, ow. I'm like, what is going on? I look around, he's holding the tray with his bare hands, with the pizza on it. Wow! So, I don't think you can teach that, Nietzsche, to be fair, that's just him. And the same guy.
He's improved since.
Oh, he doesn't improve. He
has
can cook.
improved
He can't cook now. This was earlier, but that's what I mean. Though in HE, you should be shown that for people that aren't being taught it. He taught him how to make microwavable meals, and the first day of that was like, oh, you just need to like pierce a couple of holes in the film on the top of the microwavable meal. And again, turn my back, go on my phone or whatever, and I turn around and look, and he's got a spoon, and he's trying to pierce holes in the top of the film with a spoon. It's crazy. Like he's like, Pierce the film. Who's Pierce? You know, it's that type of thing.
How long's the film?
But instead in HE, we made these elaborate things that I feel extra research. Say I want to do HE in like A level or something, they'd teach me how to make an apple crumble.
I wouldn't go as far as say all of the things we made were elaborate. We made onion soup, which is chopped up onions in a pot with water and a stock cube or something.
And if you're horsey, I squirt a furry up liquid when he wasn't looking. Why is this taste so soapy?
Why is it so soapy?
It's green as well, horsey. To be fair, he's colourblind, so he probably didn't notice that. Yeah. But he probably should have noticed the bubbles flying out of the pot. We've been talking about food that you've obviously had in our youth, HE and whatnot. So I have a selection of items from our youth.
It's not just one thing. It's
going
a
to be
combination.
Like a combination, and you have to tell me what they are.
Right. Okay.
Blindfolded.
Blindfolded.
Yeah.
Great.
Naked, apart from the blindfold.
Okay. Can you bring me like a glass of bleach as well, just in case?
To wash it down with?
Just to wash it down.
Yep. And so there's two items from your youth here. Okay. So it's right in front of you. If you want to have a little feel of said item. So I want you to tell me what each of these things are.
Well, they're
Put it in your mouth now.
they're the sherbet frisbee UFO thing.
Flying saucers.
Flying saucers.
Right, have a feel. Keep feeling now. Talk and feel.
Spaghetti laces? No.
Get it in your gob.
No. Hang on. Cheese strings?
Cheese strings. You are correct.
Which, by the way, I never liked.
Do you know what?
Them
Do you
and
know-
Baby Bell.
You know,
I never liked them.
Baby Bell were the ones with the wax in it. I could never really have Baby Bell because I was wax toast intolerant. I could never get the string. My cheese strings were always thicker than a secondary school girl that discovered boys too early. I don't think you've done that before.
It's not even really open.
That's because you're meant to squeeze it.
I did.
There's something else on the plate as well.
Right, so that's like a froob.
That is a froob. You big froob.
Is this covered in...
Well, it's covered in the remnants of the froob.
It's a custard cream.
Ah! It's a custard cream in a froob.
It is actually good.
Quite nice.
It is quite nice.
See, we're always innovating.
I'm worried because it's on a spoon.
That's because they don't want you to get your hands dirty. We're always thinking about you here.
Yeah. You ready?
Just bung it in.
Can't see where my mouth is. Tomatoey.
Tomato.
That's it, like spaghetti shapes.
Mmm. Alphabeti spaghetti is one we'll give you that.
I have not a fucking clue what the crispy things are.
Well then, I'll
No.
load you up with just some of them, right?
No. I'm completely stumped by this one.
You don't know what that is?
No.
You'll kick yourself.
It's a Cocoa Pops?
Yes!
Fucking hell.
How did you not get that?
Mixed in with the tomato sauce, you cannot taste.
Overpowering?
You cannot taste the cocoa.
So in terms of combinations, is the fruit better than that?
Yes. The hard part is actually getting it in my mouth. Because you lose sort of like a sense of where things are.
Right, go for it.
Am I on track?
Yes. So a nice big chew.
You bastard. I know exactly what this is. That is spam
It is spam!
and custard.
There is a bit of spam in your inbox.
I think when you have things on spoons, it's worse.
Again, this is another delicacy, so I'll guide you here.
You say a delicacy.
So open up the hatch. What are we feeling?
Jelly.
Jelly? A jelly, yep. Jelly's correct. Were you a fan of jelly in school?
Back in school, I think you got school dinners, but I had like a
Packed lunch,
a
a sandwich or whatever.
Yeah. So I never really had jelly in school.
Well, you've had jelly. Would you say
Is that
you
a
were,
chicken nugget?
Would you say that you were jelly of the people that had school dinners?
Sometimes.
That
You
custard.
need to go cut yourself a slice of spam for your custard, mate.
No, that was all the spam I have.
That couldn't have been all the fucking spam you have. Who has a tiny wedge of spam there?
That's how much they were selling it. I maybe have ate all the rest of the spam previously in like a fritter.
Right, fine.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. Let me help you with this one.
Maybe wish they were all like that.
Would have been a better idea to do before you had us like.
Oh, shared the spoon as well. That's the worst bit.
Well,
Oh my god.
I would eat a flat and saucer because they're like sorry.
I never really had flying saucers when I was a kid. That was disgusting.
I licked them all.
Alright, I'll get the next one. This was a terrible idea.
Nick.
We have now been through 2 of your nostalgia chicken nuggets and custard. So
Family favourite.
now you've had a little taste of what this show has to offer. We can move on to your third one. Please enlighten us.
So my third one is Stick Wars.
Stick Wars.
Stick Wars.
Please explain what that is.
I'll enlighten you or remind you of what Stick Wars was. Stick Wars was a game we played in school that involved throwing sticks
Right?
and conkers
And conkers, right?
and probably other pieces of debris from around.
Did
tree
you ever
area.
get a stick in the conkers?
Not in the conkers, no.
Right.
Don't think so. I got a conker in the conker.
Right?
I remember that. Straight.
And then knock you out?
No. Wasn't. I don't think we were throwing things hard enough to knock anyone
It
out.
was just a meme, it wasn't
It
the
was
kill.
just- No, it was the meme, yeah.
Right. So
I
this
don't
is
think there was really any teams in it either. I think it was just every sort of man for himself. You're too close to someone,
understandably, my memory of Stick Wars is a bit hazy.
understandably.
Yeah. But there was no winners in Stick Wars.
No.
I mean, it was kind of like, I think we got the better of them today.
Yeah.
But there was no like on paper, yes, you have won.
There was not really any teams in Stick Wars.
Yeah.
From what I remember, it was.
I think remember there were people that took the top of the hill, and there were people at the bottom of the hill.
Uh-huh.
And that was like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Like the top of the hill had the advantage because you're just bucking stuff down.
Yeah.
And looking back on it, that's mental. Like
I don't think we were.
those are things you did in
We
school.
were officially told to stop playing that game.
There was an official cease and desist
Yeah.
on Stick Wars. What would you tell little Stephen G if you could tell him anything? Right, if he came on the show right now, what would you tell him?
Study.
Study? Is that it?
Study more. Go to university.
I think I would have a real long
Write it out.
conversation with myself about German.
About German.
Yeah, I would say, because my German teacher told me that the situation that I was in with my marks in German, going into my last oral exam, you know the oral exams you would get where they had the crappy kind of cassette player, and if you had your phone in your blazer pocket, it'd be like during your oral exam, she'd be like, turn your phones off. So going into that oral exam, she was like, it's almost physically impossible for you to fail German going into this exam with the current situation you're in. You can't say that to someone because then they're just not going to revise at all or think about it. Like, sweet, I'm going to go in here and just
Do what I want.
did I pass? 9. 9 I did not.
I want you to tell me your score there for a second.
No. Well, it might have been 9 out of 100. Like it was horrendous. But I remember in those German exams, a guy called Mark in our German class decided to cheat on one of his exams, on his German exam, and so he was like, I know what I'll do. I'll write some German stuff on my arm, and then during my exam I'll just lift the sleeve and then fill in the answers. So instead of writing like a long phrase that you're gonna get like multiple points for, maybe several items, he wrote Meerschweinchen up his forearm in large text, which is gonna get you the same amount of marks as like a tiny word. But so the correct way of spelling Meerschweinchen, which I think is a guinea pig. So needless to say, whenever Mark was like, right, I'm going to cheat on my German exam here, he did the bloody blazer sleeve that way up his arm, right? Meerschweinchen. Teacher straight over him was like, what are you doing? Like, you got Meerschweinchen wrote in your arm?
Stick Wars.
Stick Wars, crispy pancakes, and Pokemon. Thank you very much, G, for being on Nostalgia AM. Have you enjoyed yourself?
I have enjoyed myself. A little sick.
Feel a little sick?
Feeling a little.
Feeling sick. Feeling sick.
Going
Feeling sick but feeling good, I hope.
empty the hatch
Lovely.
after this, just to clear whatever.
Just to get it out.
Yeah.
A stomach pump
Yeah.
on speed dial.
We'll speak to it.
Well, thanks very much, G. I
So
feel
I was going
like
for
you
low-
should have went with
I
that
was
arm.
going for a low 5 there. Well, it's
Low.
right-handed, isn't it? So
We'll do two. At the same time. Nice.
I'm also just a
Joker.
standing in front of
Jumanji.
asking.
Look, Ma! I'm roadkill!